What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel, Pete's Carport. So I've been working non-stop at this W140 and I couldn't be more excited with the outcome we have gotten with this car. It is far from perfect, but I'm getting it to where I'm going to be very satisfied with it, and I really hope you guys are enjoying the series as much as I am. So let's just kind of dive right into where we're at. And I left off on the last video. We were finalizing the sanding on this. I'm going to do all of that off camera. Just wanted to show you guys what I was doing here is just block sanding. What I do is I hit it with the primer, block sand it, and then I'll show you any of your low points. You can go back and kind of fill that, sand it again. And it's just a lot of tedious stuff that I don't need to show you guys. But what I do want to show you is one of the more important things that I'm excited about trying out here, and that is reshaping this piece. I've got to be honest with you, when I first saw this, I thought there was absolutely no way that I was going to be able to pull this out and reshape it. I thought 100% we'd have to cut this off and weld in a new piece, which I could have done, and it wouldn't have been bad. It actually would have worked out really well. Unfortunately, we sent the parts car off before I was able to get that. So I've got an idea, and I think it's going to work really well, and that is to shape a fiberglass piece. And what I'm going to use is this piece of wood. So this piece of wood is right around the thickness of this bar right here, and you can see, put the light in just so you can see how this is crimped in all along here, and it also is still a little bit back. I couldn't get it to pull completely out, but that should all be fine. So what I'm going to do is take a piece of this wood here, lay some fiberglass on, I'll show you guys that, and shape a square shaped piece of fiberglass. And then we're going to pack that with fiberglass filler and resin, and we're going to put it on here to harden and reshape this area, and then we can kind of move things around, because I'm going to do a thinner layer of fiberglass first, and then we'll go over that with some more body filler and then really sand it all down and reshape it. I'm real excited about this because this is something I really enjoy doing, and I have a feeling it's going to come out really, really good. So stay tight, I'll set up and we can get started.
When you want to get off the darkest ground.
Okay, so let me go ahead and break it down to you what I'm going to attempt here. So I went ahead and made our mold, which came out really good. I did trim it up. Some of you guys are going to wonder what the Vaseline was for, and that was to make it so I could pull this mold off. I've done that a lot lately when we've been working on that wide body SL, and that's up next, by the way. So next I'm going to do is mix this Bondo glass, which is a thicker strand version of the Duraglass that we use on the side of the car. And I'm going to add a little bit of fiberglass resin to that to thin it out. We're going to pack it into here, and I'll show you how we're going to slide this on. And obviously we're going to have to clean this whole area down. I kept the light in here just to line this up, so it's going to go something like that. And then I've got these other pieces cut, because what I'm going to do is then try to form this corner here. This is going to be pressed in a little bit more, but you get the kind of concept. I'm going to film most of this and fill you guys in. Got to clean this area up, go grab some gloves, get this light back off, and we'll get started.
But gravity pulls you straight down. Earth from a bird's eye view. You should grow feathers and see this too. When you want to get off the darkest ground, but gravity pulls you straight down. When you want to get off the darkest ground, but gravity pulls you straight down.
Okay, as you guys can see, it looks like we got about our first, second, maybe third stage of this done. As you guys saw there, we went ahead and used our fiberglass mold. I screwed that in just to hold it in place, and then as soon as it started to dry, I pulled the screws out, and we went ahead and used this Bondo glass, which is the heavier strand Bondo, and this fiberglass resin on the inside, and to put the other layer of fiberglass around that corner to really strengthen it up. And then we went back over it with just the Bondo glass to kind of level it out, and it's almost there. I mean, it's almost level. I'm gonna go ahead and basically finish it off with some sanding once it cures. I did some quick sanding while it was still a little tacky. That way I was able to knock down a lot of the heavy stuff. Then what I'm gonna do is blend from here into this, because we do have some damage along here that occurred, and we also have some damage along here. So I'm gonna try to pull this out a little bit more. We'll fill this along here, and we'll kind of blend all of this together to make the whole body panel look really good. We still have a lot of sanding to do on here because there's a lot of filler that needs to be knocked down. All right, so still a lot to go, but my God, it's getting there, guys. It is getting there, and by the end of this video, it's gonna look like a almost complete car just without the wrap. So let's continue. Well, guys, it's another new day. I've got everything taken apart again. I've got the cap sanded off here. We've got this all sanded down and sanded down along here, because what we're gonna do is go ahead and grab our Duraglass again, and I will zip through that for you guys so you don't have to watch the whole thing. I'm gonna cover this off, smooth off this, and transition it into this, and then we'll just be doing a ton of block sanding, which I'll either fast forward through or just skip, and you guys will get to see kind of the end of this, which should be the point where we could wrap this. And then what I need to do, and I'll probably do a lot of this off camera, is try to smooth out a lot of this trunk here, because there are some dents, dings. This is an older trunk, obviously, and I want it to look good once we get it wrapped again. So we're coming along, guys, and you guys will see a lot of this in fast forward, like I said, and we'll get to the end of this quickly.
When you want to get off that darkest ground, but gravity pulls you straight down. Earth from a bird's eye view. You should grow feathers and see this too. When you want to get off the darkest ground, but gravity pulls you straight down. When you want to get off the darkest ground, but gravity pulls you straight down.
So guys, just kind of a quick fill-in. I wanted to let you know, if you're doing something like this, it's always good to put things like taillights in while you're trying to match panels up. And as you can see here, it allows me to see that I am doing a good job of getting this filler pretty straight here. You can definitely knock it down a little bit. I'll do that with a block sander. Now coming around here, this was actually coming out quite a bit, and I could not tell until I put this taillight in. So I went ahead and knocked it down with this. A little dangerous keeping the taillight in, but I did it real slow and rounded this off. Now I can come in with a block sander, make this nice and straight and smooth, and knock it down just a little bit more, and we'll probably come along here and knock this down just a hair. Now up here, we got to kind of do the opposite. You see how it comes out a little bit? I knew when we pulled this car out, this area did need to be pulled out a little bit more. You can see we're hitting metal and metal. So what I'm going to do is probably a light skim coat, maybe a few millimeters thick, and then level that out. And it will be in a little bit, but it won't be noticeable at all. So that's just kind of the quick fill-in. We'll be knocking all this down and sanding this out, and then I'll show you guys where we're at in just a moment. Well, guys, it began to rain and I was almost done with getting this thing completely leveled off. I figured great time to kind of show you guys once again what goes into this. Now, this is not a tutorial. In fact, I'm not doing a perfect job, but I'm doing the best job that I can based on my knowledge and skill level. And so what I've been able to do was utilize some of these high points as points of leveling out. And so what I do is hit it with the primer, like I said, block sand it, and this is after getting it really filled in. The next part that I'm gonna do to this, since I've gotten almost everything really level, especially along here, we've shaped that, leveled it out quite a few times, got this back panel level, and you'll see spots of where metal comes through, and that's when you want to stop sanding. So anytime you hit metal, when you're block sanding, that means you've reached the furthest level of that surface. The rest of it needs to stay filler in order to be smooth. So now I'm going to move on to a light skim coat just to fill some of the pinholes. And if I get closer, you'll see scrape marks there, pinholes here. All of that needs to be smoothed out because it will be seen through the wrap, unfortunately. And I'll do a lot of that off camera. We'll come back on once I've got everything back in it. I got it re-primed, and I'll show you guys how it looks before we get this thing wrapped. Well guys, we've had a bunch of days of storms and it finally cleared up a little bit. So I want to go ahead and show you guys how awesome everything came out. I hope you're as shocked as I am, because I've got to be honest, I wasn't sure if we were going to be able to pull this off, but I got to tell you, you will never know if you don't try. And I learned a lot doing this. I want you to know this is something I've never done before, to this extent at least. And there was a point where I thought, I got to send this to a shop. I even called the guy and he turned down the job, and boy am I glad I ended up just pushing myself forward and finishing this off, and it was no easy task. I didn't want to do it wrong, so I spent a lot of time sanding, and you can see the outcome from that. I mean, look how smooth the transition is. I'm just blown away every time I look at it. I got to drive it to work this morning and I just stared at it when I got out. Look how great this fiberglass came out. That was something I was unsure about. And I'm gonna show you guys another thing that I did off camera here. Now there is a missing piece of gasket here, but other than that, this transition is very, very good. The tail light fits in there really nicely. Ignore the trunk, because that is the next thing we'll be working on. That's got to be shifted over and realigned, and we've got to fill in some of the little bit of dent on that, but that'll be off camera most likely. And then something I did that I wasn't sure about was, if you guys noticed in some of the photos, and I'll put it on the screen now, we had a kind of a bent up section here that didn't get banged out. So I went ahead and banged it out the best I could, and then I re-fiberglassed, kind of like we did along this end. I fiberglassed up underneath here, and then I block sanded this for quite some time to get a completely smooth transition. And I am so glad I did that, because now it looks like it did before the accident. Well guys, I'm so glad you've joined me with this. This is a journey that I didn't want to have to go down, but you learn things. This is a life lesson for me, and honestly, these are skills that I can now use for the future, and I am so glad that I did this, and I hope it encourages you guys to try things out that you might not feel like you can do. So once again guys, my name's Pete. This is Pete's Carport. Next time you see this car, it should be fully wrapped up, or we'll be wrapping it ourselves, is the possibility. So let me know in the comments if you would like to see me try to wrap this myself first, or if you think I should ship it off to a shop and have it done. Have a great day, a blessed week, and I'll catch you on the next video.